Hi, I'm Dave, the host and creator of Dopey, the podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Everyone has been saying I should start making YouTube videos, so I figured I'd start with something I know nothing about, the daily reflections. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I know it's gonna be great. Trust me.
Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now able to show.
Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to Good Morning Dopey, a new experimental YouTube channel where we look into the world of the daily reflections of AA. Some of you might prefer watching girls dancing on TikTok or skateboard videos, but this is for a very specific audience. People who want to hear me, who knows nothing about the daily reflections of AA, read them and talk about them. So bear with me. If you like it, please just fucking like it. If you want to see more of it, hit the bell thing and subscribe. I'm realizing I've never subscribed to a YouTube video, so I'm asking you to do what I've never done. Please do it. I have gotten high on likes, though, so give me likes so I can get high because I don't do drugs anymore. So please, give me likes. I'll get high. If you don't know anything about the daily reflections, and I know very little, one thing I do know is that every month in the daily reflection corresponds to a step in Alcoholics Anonymous. And we are in November, which is step 11. And step 11 says, we sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will and for us and the power, not parrot, and the power to carry that out. All right. So that's step 11. I love step 11. It's like prayer and meditation. It's funny because before I got into prayer and meditation, I figured prayer and meditation were either something that bullshit artists say they did to sound cool or something that a really serious religious person did that I could never do. So I think it's very interesting that I overcome my fear and I just did it. And the reason I did it, the reason I actually took I don't know why I'm holding this pen so much. The reason I actually took step 11 so seriously was because somebody suggested that to me. And before I actually did the 12 steps, I was miserable. And when someone said, rarely have we seen someone thoroughly follow this path fail, I was like, fuck, I've failed so many times. I'm going to thoroughly follow this path and see if I'm the biggest fuck up in the world and see that I could thoroughly follow the path and still fail, which didn't happen. I followed the path as thoroughly as I can. My life got much better. And a huge piece of it is spiritual growth, which is prayer and meditation. Prayer, my sponsor's from Long Island. He goes, when I get up in the morning, before I brush my teeth, I hit my knees. And then I brush my teeth and I put the cap. This is not my really good Long Island accent. My good Long Island accent is where you rhyme sober, vodka, and drinker. So I'm a sober vodka drinker. Amazing. That's a whole thing. Anyway, I don't hit my knees before I brush my teeth. I don't even have a cap to my toothpaste, so I never put it back on. But when I get downstairs, I make a cup of coffee, I get down in the back of my house, and I pray like a Muslim with my fucking head against the floor, and I ask God for help. And it helps. I don't know why. I think part of it, I believe, like I've said in past videos, that there's a natural mystic blowing through the air. But I also believe that when I pray, there's a circuitous pattern in my brain that reminds me later in the day to do X, Y, and Z. Is that God? Maybe. What is God really describing? For me, God is describing everything. So I heard someone say at a meeting that, we are not God, but we have a little bit of God in us. So if I remember my prayer later in the day, maybe it's God, maybe it's Memorex, maybe it's me hearing it in my head, but it helps me. It is a practice that helps me. And meditation even more, because for my meditation, I just sit there, I put on a timer, and I listen to nothing. I listen to the wind. I listen to the rain. I might listen to my air conditioner. I might listen to the sprinklers. But the idea is to be able to sit, have a thought come through my head, and leave. It's not about finding nothing. It's not about finding an answer. It's just being okay with sitting. It's very weird. It's finding a way to be okay with anything. And for an addict or an alcoholic, to find a way to be comfortable in uncomfortability is really the whole thing. I don't want to blow your minds too quickly. Let's get into this daily reflection. And if you are a incredibly knowledgeable daily reflection guy, please correct me in the comments, because I'm an idiot. You can tell me. I can handle it. If you like my hat, tell me about it. If you don't, tell me about it. We are trying to create a forum, a community. There already is a great world that we like to call the Doposphere, and people in the Doposphere are usually members of the Dopey Nation. Join us, enjoy the fellowship, the freaks, and the fun. Anyway, here we go. Focusing and listening. There is a direct linkage among self-examination. This one's a little too highfalutin for me. There is a direct linkage among self-examination, meditation, and prayer. Taken separately, these practices can bring much relief and benefit, just like I described. Each of those things can make my life better on the daily basis, on a minute-to-minute basis. If I do my self-examination first, then surely I'll have enough humility to pray and meditate, because I'll see and feel my need for them. See, that's very interesting. When we look at ourselves and we're like, fuck, I fucked up, I'm fucked, any kind of permutation of the word fucked, we realize that maybe somebody suggesting prayer and meditation could be helpful. And you'll listen. Some wish to begin and end with prayer, leaving the self-examination and meditation to take place in between, whereas others start with meditation, listening for advice from God about their still hidden or unacknowledged defects. I always pray first, and the first thing I always say when I pray is, please God, help me not be crazy. I say that every morning. And then I ask God to help me not eat so much garbage during the day. And then I usually ask God to give love and compassion to somebody that I have a problem with, often this guy I work with, and sometimes my beautiful wife. And then I say, help me be an instrument of your peace, which I heard someone say at a meeting, and help me have a good day. And I pray for people sometimes, but it's really pretty simple like that. Still others engage in written and verbal work on their defects, ending with a prayer of praise and thanksgiving. Now, I don't know about that. Ending with a prayer of praise and thanksgiving. I guess that's a gratitude kind of thing. And at night, I do a prayer of gratitude. But my prayer of gratitude is literally, as I'm passing out, I just say thank you in bed. I say, thank you, God. In the beginning, I would say thank you, God, for another day sober. But now I just say thank you, and then I go to sleep. Anyway, but I remember to say thank you because it's the humility. And also because I got through another day. I used to have really bad days, and my days, even the worst days, aren't that bad now. Anyway, these three, self-examination, meditation, and prayer, form a circle without a beginning or an end. Now, that's very deep. No matter where or how I start, I eventually arrive at my destination, a better life. Now, again, I hate to be preachy or proselytizing. We are just going through these daily reflections and finding nice things. I hope you found nice things. I like to do this stuff, and I think it definitely helped me have a better life. I think you might have a better life. I'll have a better life if you like this stupid video. If you subscribe to it, maybe your life will be better. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know. Until we meet again tomorrow, stay strong, Dopey Nation, and fucking toodles for Chris.